Welcome to Casse Augmented Engineering Program, where you will start your journey towards an engineering degree qualification in 5 years' time. My name is Mr. Ijandire, and I am the current coordinator of the Casse Augmented Engineering Program at Howard College. Casse stands for Center for Academic Success in Science and Engineering. So in addition to this augmented engineering program, Casse is also responsible for running an augmented science program on Westville and PMB campuses. The director of the center is Miss G. Dawson, and the administrator of the center is Miss Z. Musimang. So in this short presentation, I'll take you through the augmented engineering program. Now let's look at the details of the augmented engineering program. So what this means for you is that you will complete your engineering qualification in 5 years instead of 4 years, or compared to 4 years for someone who has gone through the mainstream route. So what it basically means is you will complete your first level modules or year 1 engineering modules in 2 years. And during these 2 years, we will support you and help you pass some of these first level modules. So you have registered, and during your registration process for this year, you registered for these 6 modules, which are listed in this table here. So you registered for Maths 160, Physics 160. These 2 modules are what we call year-long modules, which means they are done in both semesters, in both semester 1 and semester 2. You will receive a final mark for these 2 modules at the end of the year, or at the end of semester 2. The other modules are semester-long modules. So in this first semester, you also do 2 semester-long modules, which are augmented engineering drawing and augmented technical communication for engineers. In semester 2, in addition to the year-long modules, you will also do other modules. You will do augmented engineering materials and augmented engineering design 1. And so at the end of this year, you are supposed to pass all these modules. You cannot repeat these modules. So if you fail any of these modules, you would have to repeat what we call the mainstream equivalent of the module. So this is what you are going to go through this first year, and we will give you all the support you need to pass the modules. Right, so in the first year of augmented modules, you would have done 6 first level modules. The rest of the modules that are required for your specific engineering degree, first year level modules, you will complete them in year 2. And in year 2, you will only do 2 augmented engineering modules. And these are augmented engineering Maths 1B and augmented engineering Physics 1B. These are also year-long modules, which means that you will receive your final assessment mark at the end of semester 2. The rest of the modules during this year, you select them from the ones that are missing from for your curriculum. So these include Applied Maths 1A and Applied Maths 1B, and some chemistry modules which are dependent on the engineering discipline that you are interested in. So you will do all those modules and after the end of year 2, you would have completed all your first level modules and are ready to take your second year modules for the specific disciplines that you are interested in. Right, I mentioned earlier that you cannot repeat the augmented modules. So if you in the event that you fail an augmented module, you can only repeat the mainstream equivalent of that module. So in this table here, you are shown the augmented module and its mainstream equivalent. For example, engineering maths 1A, augmented engineering math 160 is equivalent to engineering maths 131, the mainstream module, and so forth. For example, another example is physics 163, which is augmented engineering physics 1B, is equivalent to engineering physics 1B, which is a code Phys 152. So if by any chance you fail any of these modules, you have to repeat the equivalent mainstream module. You are not allowed to repeat the augmented module. Finally, let's look at the timetable that we are going to use for this semester. So due to the COVID situation, we are going to run our lectures, tutorials, and tests online. In this timetable, we've set aside a day each for each module that you'll be doing. For example, on Mondays, you will only be doing physics, and on Tuesday, you'll be doing tech com. But for physics, you are also required to come to labs to do experiments. So you'll be given the schedule for those experiments, which are run every Wednesday morning. But you won't be coming every Wednesdays, so you'll be given the schedule for the experiments. And also I omitted to mention another important module, which is communication and life skills. So this is run by counselors, and it is also compulsory for you to attend this module because you'll be talking of very important skills that will help you navigate your engineering degree program. We have also dedicated or set aside Wednesday afternoons for testing, which means that the tests for all your modules will be written on Wednesday afternoons. Mostly these tests will be done online. The university and us, we are also going to try to introduce you to the learning platform. So we'll be using a learning platform called Moodle, where you will be engaging with the lecture materials. You'll also be writing tests using that platform. So all of this will be explained to you in detail. Okay, thank you and welcome again to the Augmented Engineering program.